Hi, y'all. Good afternoon. I'm going to try and get out of here as quickly as possible because I know this being the third day and the last day, you're all tired and you want to go home. But I'm going to try and cover two products. I'm going to cover the WBA like I normally do for all the TechFests, but I also want to give you a little look at the UBA for those of you that haven't seen it, didn't get a chance to get to the gaming show, want to know the differences. So I'm going to try and cover this, what I normally cover in 2 hours, in about an hour. We're going to be speeding. With a WBA, most of you, or a lot of you, I know I've been through the classes before, you know the basic troubleshooting procedure, so I'm going to go through this kind of quickly. WBA has been out there since 1997. The first ones were the 10s and 11s. 10s and 11s have a 1 meg RAM memory for the program, for the identification of the bills. That's why a WBA 10 or 11 will only take bills one way face up right now. We've gotten up to 13 bills right now. Correct? 11, 12, 13, yeah. 13 bills right now with the old style bills, the new bills, the large portrait, and the next gen bills that are now starting to come out. By the way, the Treasury Department assures me that every 5 to 7 years, you're going to see a brand new series of bills. Counterfeiting has gotten so outrageous and so good that in order for them to keep up and be able to stay ahead of them, they predict that they're going to probably come out with a new series of bill every 5 to 7 years. They eventually will start deleting the old style bills. Now the way they'll do that is attrition. As they come through the banks won't recirculate them. So if you're a collector at all, you might want to start saving the bills that you can see out there now because hundreds are starting to get scarce, the old style. The WBA has a lot of diagnostics built into it. I was a tech for 2 years before I came to work for JCM. One of the things I've always liked about this validator is the engineers build a lot of self-diagnostics in it. When this thing is having a problem, it's going to tell you what the problem is. And there's a pretty easy method of troubleshooting it. If you go look through the handout, first thing I'm going to cover is, of course, cleaning, maintenance, PM. PM program. How many of you have a PM program for your validators? You go around and clean them all the time. Yeah, that's right. Most houses, the slot supervisor or who's ever in charge of the slot department isn't going to support that because they don't see a value in it right away, which is sad. Because if you do a regular PM, I know a couple of houses, one that always sticks in my mind is Detroit. At Motor City Casino, they have 9 techs who do nothing but PM validators. 5 on graveyard, 4 on day shift. They have a cart set up, they go around, they start at this bank, they pull all the validators out, bring them over there, clean them, calibrate them, throw them in there, check the software, make sure they're good, put them all back in. They see that entire floor twice a year, doing it that way. And they don't have any validator problems either. Preventative maintenance is, I'm going to say required. I mean, there are other manufacturers that tell you never have to clean our validator. They're blowing smoke. Anybody who's ever worked in a casino knows that the smoke, the dust, the dirt, the drink spills, the little bits of whatever they try and shove in here, paper. I've seen coins in bill validators. I've seen slot cards in bill validators. You got to keep these things clean. Eventually, they're going to get dirty enough to where they'll stop accepting bills. Most of the time, I would say 35 to 40% of your floor gripes, if you got a validator that's not taking a bill, all you got to do is throw a real quick cleaning on it.